Hey folks, it's Wednesday. We're playing some Powerwash Simulator with Nix. Like how the bot all wakes up. All bots, Stream Elements, Seribot, Botrix. My only friends. And switch over to the game. Hey, there's a Jeffrey as well. How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Enjoying puppy time. Fire station. So I have to turn co-op on once we get into the game. I'm going to sleep there now. We have a friend behind me. As long as you stay there and don't start pushing buttons, we'll be fine. Turn on co-op mode. Yes. Co-op mode is on. Should we invite a friend? Let's wait for Xbox to this. My friends. Cool. You should have an invite on your way.
Loading it.
Cool. That one. Yay, you joined. I blame the cat for my snottiness. Didn't take an energy tablet. It's all his fault. He's giving me an evil look.
Yeah, he's like, how dare you blame me?
We can't run up the road. Invisible wall there. So you had a good day today then?
Yeah. Didn't really do much again.
That's okay. Some days are just like that. It was a pretty relaxing day today. Got a little bit of work done. We have a member of staff leaving in the new year. And they are currently the head of, well, the team leader, head of business systems. Which it's an interesting title, but a business system is a process that the business follows. So it's quite vague, but also production kind of management. So I suppose it really should be production systems manager, I suppose. But I am just trying to learn as much as I can from them before they go, and then I can automate a lot of the processes that they put in place. So that's been fun, just kind of running through a few processes and then have a meeting tomorrow to sort that out. It probably does mean that we won't be replacing if I'm able to do any of the system side of stuff. There's more money in the pot. Hopefully that gets distributed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Especially to, the person that would be saving him that money.
Of course. Doesn't always work that way, but never know. Playing Final Fantasy 14 in the meantime. Oh, nice. The MMO one. Is that any good? I like all the well, I like most of the Final Fantasies. I've never really looked at the 14. But no, hopefully it kind of frees up a bit of money. I can't see the business hiring in a replacement. I think responsibilities will be divvied up and kind of given to other people. But you never know, they might consider the role as a whole to be important enough to keep going. You like it, Jeffrey? Nice. That's all that matters. I have a feeling this person was headhunted because my manager was headhunted for the same company, but he kind of turned it down.
No.
Different position, but so obviously we've got some quality members of staff working for the business that are desirable by other people.
Yeah. My family business would see that.
You got to switch companies? I've been thinking about it. The thing is, on paper, my job role is only really like an IT assistant. The guy that kind of helps out a bit and fixes things. That's what my paper contract says. My actual job responsibilities, however, include full system maintenance, database design, maintaining server maintenance, kind of full network administrating. Hey Blitz, how's it going? How you been? Not too bad. How are you? It's good to see you, Blitz. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. But yeah, my roles, apart from the fact I can program in several computer languages and make software bespoke to the needs of any company. Yeah, my paper contract does not cover everything I do, which is kind of, I think that's the case in most places. You do a lot more than you're contracted to. You go, Blitz, glad to hear. If I went to a company hiring for what I do and not what I'm contracted to do, then I would get a substantial pay rise. So it is a very attractive concept. So I'm always looking. I was looking today. I saw one job advertising, completely work from home, remote. Starting, I think it was like 50 grand a year. And you make software to help psychiatrists communicate better with their clients. and allow sort of people to get the support they need when they need it. Yeah, sort of being able to access therapists and resources. You're playing Fortnite, nice. What mode you playing? There's so many modes in Fortnite now. Very interested in seeing what this Lego Fortnite mode is like.
I've played a little bit of that.
Ooh, you play some. Is it any good?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, they've got a complete sandbox mode.
Ah, nice.
You can build anything in it without obviously needing to get materials,
Oh, cool.
which is really cool in the sandbox mode.
I've heard that even like when you're building stuff, it's not brick by brick, but kind of like sections that you can put together.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it's not quite Lego, but it's still constructing stuff.
Yeah, so when you're building things, if you go for like a pre-designed building, it'll split it up into sections like any Lego build does.
Okay.
And then it's like chunks of blocks. So like parts of walls will all be put in at the same time.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Better than having to build brick by brick in the game.
Yeah. So I suppose you got a certain amount of creativity, but you're still playing to their kind of pre-made sections.
Yeah.
It's still good though. You can put your own creative flair on stuff and use the pieces to your design. Basically Minecraft. Yeah, I suppose any kind of resource gathering, building, survival game, which there's quite a few of them out there. I think Minecraft is probably better, really, because you can build exactly what you want in Minecraft. You can change the landscape and everything. But I think you're kind of stuck with the landscape you have with Fortnite. How's your friend been? Well, my friends have been pretty good. Busy today, so yeah, we're playing Powerwash Simulator. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving Lego Minecraft a go. You playing with Nix? I am indeed.
Yep.
You might be a little bit quiet, but you should be coming through the stream. Awesome. Awesome indeed. Nix is awesome.
Right now I'm just exhausted.
Oh dear. Well, we can play this as long as you feel able to.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't play too late. I've been a little bit tired again today, so we'll see how long we can go for. Ooh. Got a doodle of a snail in the garage.
That's fun.
Yeah, he's still there. I think it's the longest Damien has been sat on my bed for while I've been streaming. I think he's going to claim this room now. Ever since I moved the stuff away from the radiator and you can actually get to it, I think he's taken favour for this room.
Yeah, well, it is the warmest in the house.
And he's definitely a kitty who likes warmth.
Yeah. Well, all cats are cats that like warmth.
True. This is true.
They like the room temperature to be higher than what we have to have it to be comfortable.
Just before streaming, as I said, I was cuddled up to the cat and we were watching the last episode of Doctor Who together. It's a very interesting episode. Neil Patrick Harris' performance was top notch. He was what you'd expect.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of a kind of a song and a dance in there, as you'd expect as well.
Oh yeah, gotta expect that from musical theatre books.
Yeah. Yeah, when that section came on, yeah, this bit's just for him. Yeah, the next episode of Doctor Who will be Christmas Day now. Brand new Doctor. Shooty seems pretty cool, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays the Doctor.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
No, I don't think I've come across any of his work before, but you get to see a little bit of him in the last episode. And there's previews for the Christmas episode right at the end. Sort of mid-credit scene kind of thing. Ever played an MMO, right? Yes, I have a I played World of Warcraft for a number of years. What's the Star Trek one? That's an MMO, isn't it? Is that KOTOR? KOTOR's an MMO. Yeah, played a bit of KOTOR. But yeah, World of Warcraft was the main one. As I say, I've never played the Final Fantasy MMO. Sure, I played some other MMOs. But yeah, Warcraft was the main one. I played that religiously for a few years, and then kind of it was getting sort of a big drain on time and money. Yeah, you know what? I can't keep playing this game. It's cost me a monthly subscription, and I feel obligated to play it as opposed to playing it because I have a bit of time and I fancy playing a game. And the ever increasing list of expansions coming out. So it's like, yeah, this is a big drain on my life. I enjoyed it though. I had quite a few of my IRL friends playing with me. We'd hang out and say, hey, you going to be online later? Yeah. We'll go and chat online. Go and fight things together. Very fun time. I don't think I have the time all the energy to play MMOs now. Not more than a casual level anyway. Like playing KOTOR occasionally, I can still see that being being a bit of fun. Four Guy. There's a Four Guys in the game too. Four Guys. There's Four Guys in Final Fantasy. Or in World of Warcraft. So now Four Guys has the Moogle hat from Final Fantasy. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, some Fame Pass ago had Final Fantasy Battle Pass. Oh, okay. And now you can get Four Guys things in Final Fantasy. Ah, nice. So they must have had some kind of collaboration thing going on. And developers working together. Or just kind of big fans of each other's work. Yeah, I like when games kind of have little crossovers going on, because it's kind of like you bring in fan bases together. I'm not sure it quite works with Fortnite, because there's so many kind of IPs put into Fortnite, but I don't know if that kind of crosses over the fan bases, whether people would play Fortnite, see the skins, and then take interest in the content the skins originate from, or whether it's purely if you're already a fan of the IP and then you get the skins because you're a fan already. Not too sure that one. I know with like Fall Guys, like I got the Doctor Who skins because I'm a fan of Doctor Who. But then equally, I know Jeffrey, you've got the Better Porch skin because you've listened to Better Porch after seeing the skin. So yeah, I suppose you can go both ways. Got a ton of those penguin thingies from that one mode where you have to hold them as a pet. Nice. Well, they're penguins, aren't they? I know they're supposed to be penguins, but is it penguin chase? Yes. I'm not sure if the penguin as a name is a Benedict Cumberbatch reference or not. Because he can't say penguin. You've seen that, Phoenix. There's a video clip of a nature program about penguins, narrated by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh yeah.
And every time he goes to say penguin, he says it slightly differently each time. I think it might have been Graham Norton that brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he made him read it.
Yeah. To be fair, the word penguin is not particularly intuitive.
We should just call them icebergs and be done with.
Yeah.
Like icebergs, not icebergs.
Little flappy icebergs.
Or polar puffins.
Polar puffin, I like that. Going to have to take a photo of this a second, because this is adorable. I shall post it to my Discord. Cats and dogs. Oh, there's a picture in my pets Discord channel. Cats and dogs. God, he's content. I'm quite liking this fire station as a.
And so that's better. I'm a little bit more awake.
Yeah, some caffeine.
No. No, I've had a isotonic drink.
Ah, nice.
I need to stretch and move.
Yeah, that usually does a trick. I was considering. Sorry.
Carry on.
I was considering making myself a coffee before streaming. Before, I'd rather be able to sleep than. I'm too tired partway through the stream, and we just call it a night.
Yeah. I got to a point listening to you talk with the sound. It's basically just white noise behind you talking. With that, just when you asked if I'd seen that, I was actually just on the point of dropping off.
No. Yeah, I know you can turn down the sound of the water.
It's already turned down.
Okay. But yeah, I was considering having a coffee, but thought, no, I'd rather keep the caffeine out of my system and power through.
Yeah, I had a energy drink earlier on in the day, and I had thought about having a coffee as well, but then I went, yeah, no, that's not.
I actually had a coffee with breakfast this morning, just as well, because I think that really did help get me going for the day.
I love that. You've gone from not drinking coffee at all to needing a cup in the morning with a breakfast.
Yeah. I was thinking on my drive home today that I've actually become a person that has the best morning when I have a cup of coffee when I wake up.
Yeah.
So, I'm not set unless I have coffee. What have you done to me?
And very slowly turning you into another version of me.
Yeah, it seems so. Well, your bad habits haven't rubbed off me yet.
What bad habits?
I was going to sing you the song to you, but I can't remember the lyrics. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but I'm finding this fire station quite enjoyable to clean, 'cause it's all very square shapes.
Yeah. And shiny surfaces.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah. one thing I love about this game. I'm quite happy to go back and play over these levels again and again and again
Yeah.
because of how satisfying they are. I rarely replay the vehicles.
Yeah, they feel tedious to me.
Yeah. But like the main building levels, I'm quite happy to just go back and just replay them constantly. Because, yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Mm.
And it's relaxing.
Yeah, definitely. If only we can get the same satisfaction IRL.
Yeah. And I get it from watching.
So we quite happily watch people clean stuff.
Yeah.
Just not participate.
Yeah. I don't mind cleaning. When I get into it, I actually quite enjoy it, but it's the motivation to get cleaning.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's getting the ball rolling on something. Facing up to a daunting task. I know after the weekend I'm feeling more motivated, confident to continue doing stuff now.
Yeah.
The problem still remains, of course, it's having space to organise.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of my problem. I've got so much stuff everywhere.
Mm.
It's finding the space to actually organise that stuff into.
Yeah, giving everything a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. The thing don't like to come to the realisation of is some of it, the stuff will have to go. It's just kind of biting the bullet for some of it and going, well, yeah, I can't. Certain things I know I can't realistically keep. But it's getting easier to do it.
Yeah.
Like getting rid of a few things at the weekend. Going, well, there is a small potential for me keeping it, but it's not enough for me to keep it. I just need to go through a lot more things and do that. Thinking maybe the next thing I'll look at, or something I'll look at very soon, is my wardrobe in my room. Because that's the least used space for current items and current clothing. So in theory that means it's got the least amount of reason to keep stuff in.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it.
Yeah.
So possibly that weekend, maybe another time. But I reckon if I pull every single thing out of that wardrobe that's inside it, and then only put back in there stuff that I want to be able to use.
Yeah.
There will be sentimental things, but I have to justify how sentimental. Things like t-shirts and clothing that I want to keep, but don't necessarily want to have to hand. I can put into deep storage. Vacuum bag. Anything that's got to be kept for its value, not for the fact I can use it.
Yeah.
There's like sort of hard questions like that portable CD player. Very likely still works. The likelihood of me using it, however, seems quite slim. Especially with MP3 players, your phone can play music now.
Yeah.
Is there really any need to keep a portable CD player? What purpose does it have? But at the same time, it's got some good memories attached to it. But it's just taking space up.
Yeah. You want to be able to recall those memories attached to the CD player.
Yeah.
And as with everything else that you're going to scrap, probably take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Just take photos of those things that you're like, I'm never going to use this again, I'm just keeping it around because it's got some memories attached to it.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah,
And then you can always recall those.
true, I can see the picture and go, well, yes, I remember using that. I remember sort of the time I took the CD player to France with me. And listening to my favourite CDs on the trip. And then sort of going out with friends, listening to music. But I've not used it in easily 20 years. Nah, probably more than that. No. I reckon 17, 18 years. $15 at the youngest. So it's been a long time in that cupboard. And there's things for definite I know can certainly go, like the original faceplate for my Xbox 360 first edition. The Xbox doesn't work. I have no need for the original white faceplate for an Xbox 360 that doesn't work. I really don't have any use for the current Xbox 360 that doesn't work. I currently now own 3 Xbox 360s that do work, plus the one that doesn't. And I can't really think. You can't. If I can get it working, then you might be able to repurpose it and hack it and stuff, but there was a heating problem that was unfortunately inherent in the old design. Or I should say cooling problem rather than heating. Overheating problem. Leading to the red ring of death. So yeah, I should really get rid of that. Oh, I don't know whether it's worth sticking on eBay and see if anyone wants to try and repair their old Xbox 360. As long as it's the other one's broken not because of the red ring of death.
Yeah.
Might be a possibility. I was having a look on eBay earlier actually. I saw like spares and repairs things. There's so many things on there that people sell their broken stuff because people are looking for spares. They're looking for projects to repair stuff, and so it's a possibility there. You can always have a look to see what the current going rate for original Xbox 360s with red ring of deaths.
Yeah.
Might not be a market. Might be worthless.
Yeah, I was looking at eBay. I've been looking at dolls' houses again. It's something that I've wanted to do ever since I was very little.
Yeah.
Is take a doll's house, basically take it completely apart,
Yeah.
and make it look real.
Right.
Just a miniature version of an actual house, so scale it down.
Okay.
Ever since I was very little, I've wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Sort of like what Dark Fairy's doing with her doll's house.
Yeah, making a graphic one.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, make yours more of a realistic.
Yeah. Obviously, never got to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to pay out £200-300
Oh no.
for a doll's house that I'm just going to take apart and rebuild.
Yeah, if you can find one that's broken or sort of kind of just been sawn off because doesn't hold much value anymore.
Yeah. The issue is, while I was looking on eBay, every single doll's house is listed as collection only.
Right. Yeah, I suppose it's going to be hard to try and ship a doll's house.
Find a big enough box, you can ship anything.
True.
But yeah. And they're all at complete opposite ends of the country to us as well. So I'm like, I can't even like actually go and collect them because it's like a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah, time and money involved. You could have easily bought yourself a brand new one.
Yeah. It's just, I'm always obviously keeping an eye out for.
Well, yeah, you never know. So a listing might pop up either on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or.
Yeah. Always got to keep an eye out for it. And just.
Yeah, so I'm occasionally checking things I could use in a project. You go, oh yeah, that's useful, or that's something I've thought about in the past. That's a bargain. Yeah, kind of like that Furby, really. That only cost me £9, free delivery.
Yeah.
And it mostly works. But I didn't need it particularly working any full state. Still need to clean it up and test that. But I've got some other projects to do before Christmas. So I'll do those first and then we'll get on to Operation Furboss. Be nice if I can actually get some kind of voice response going on it. But it might be a bit ambitious. At the very least, if I can make it a puppet with a certain level of automation to it, that'd be quite cool. But it's got a number of sensors built into it, so you can program if this then that. It's got an accelerometer, so it knows when it's being picked up or shake.
Please. When you have done what you want to do with that Furby,
Yeah.
keep it away from me.
Can't promise anything. I certainly can't promise keeping it away from Jack.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Just keep it away from me.
She'll unleash the fur boss onto the world. Yo, hey Lisa, how's it going? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's good to see you.
Hey Lisa.
Just finished workout. Nice. I've not worked out this week. Feeling quite lazy. At the moment I'm managing about one workout every 2 weeks, which isn't fantastic, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Enjoying a beer now after a long day. Nice. I like the sound of that. Might have to have myself a glass of rum when Christmas comes up. Don't have much chance to drink alcohol these days.
I like to drink, but
Oh yes.
I like to drink.
Well, I'll have to drink. Cheers. Yeah. All I got for the moment though. Good old glass of water.
And I have a headache.
Yay. No yay. Forrest, you said rum. I like a rum. Don't have a rum. But I shall have a glass of rum. Next week.
Yes.
I've got a lot of rum I can drink. In Dutch we say Prost. Prost? Prost? Yes. Excellent. I'm picking up some Dutch phonetics. You're starting to learn Dutch? Yay, very proud. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if I can get down the vowels, then I can at least read Dutch even if I don't understand it. That's being able to read it. Good portion of the way there. And then just understanding words and their meanings.
It's sort of reminded me of the guy that learned the entire French Scrabble dictionary without learning French.
Yeah.
To win the French Scrabble tournament.
Yeah, won the French Scrabble tournament just by learning the spellings of all the French words, but couldn't speak French. Because I suppose at the end of the day, they're just a sequence of letters. But I shall learn Dutch one day. I shall be speaking it. I think I've probably got to start with some phrases. Just using everyday phrases in day-to-day speech. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try and at least do everyday phrase like good morning, things like that, sort of stuff you might say in the street. Kutwe. Good morning is Goffen Gut morgen. But we Dutch always complain about the weather. Oh yes, that's typically a British thing as well.
Oh yes.
Almost. Goedemorgen. Morgen. Oh, you pronounced kutwe. Where? Kutwe. Aggressive G. I can't do aggressive G's. That's going to be my downfall. The English language is too polite to well, the accent at least. Unless you're from what was that? It's you. Unless you're from London, then you can probably everything's aggressive if you're from London. Oh, unless you're from if you're from East London, everything's aggressive. If you're from the south, I think it's quite soft.
You ruined my heart.
What's that?
I drew a heart right in front of you.
I didn't see that.
You didn't even notice it.
Oh, I can see part of it.
Like you had stopped and you were obviously looking in chat and talking. So I went, okay, I'll draw a heart right in front of you while you're not looking. And the next thing I know, you've not even acknowledged it and you're just spraying it off the wall.
No. I did see something. I didn't recognise the shape though. How are you doing is how is het met she how has it met she but we usually just say how is it, which literally translates to how is it. I suppose it's quite literally, how's it going today? Or how's it going? How is it? How is it? So it'd be Goedemorgen, how is it? I suppose you can probably how is who? Who is it? Nice. I'll slowly get there. Yeah, if I can get down like the pleasantries, everyday kind of communication. At least I can sort of seem polite. I'm trying to think of more phrases. Oh. The typical ones you most not polite. Yeah, I suppose if the Dutch don't do pleasantries very often. Goedhol. Is it Goedhol? I've heard it enough, I should know that one by now. any random Dutch person who's started watching me that isn't aware. Why is he shouting God for whilst power washing stuff? Oh, have a nice day. We just say, is that basically like fine day? Yes. And dag. I know dag. Day would be dag. Is fine pronounced fine? Hmm? What? Oh yeah, have the day you deserve. Mildly threatening, but also can mean very nice. Aggressive G again, yeah. Dag. Yeah, there's nothing going on back there. The A is pronounced the same as star. Dag. Yes. Progress. Oh, last one was pretty good. I can hear the sound in my head, but then trying to push that sound to my voice box doesn't quite make it there. Does that make sense? Which I think the same applies for singing. If you ask me to sing a note, I can hear a note, I can't sing it. A lot of non-native speakers have a hard time with the G. Yeah, I definitely have a hard time with the G. But then sort of there's certain English sounds I struggle to pronounce anyway. Yeah, I probably just need to spend a bit of time practicing the sounds of letters, practicing the vowels. I just feel if I say the G sound too often, I'm going to get a sore throat. But I'm sure it'll get easier over time. Yeah, it's kind of just hardening the throat up, I suppose, isn't it? Sort of. And surely it's got to be easier for vocalists generally. Anyone who can sing, I would suspect, be able to make the sounds better, easier. They got more control over their vocal output. Yeah. You know, I sometimes surprise myself with how things come out. So I still have a very good idea of what's supposed to come out, but it doesn't always come out that way. Maybe we should try singing in Dutch. Ooh. That could be an interesting venture. I suppose, yeah, in English you'd sing the vowels to kind of get the shapes kind of warmed up, mouth shapes and stuff. You have to find a video online for learning to sing in Dutch. Getting the power and the sound. It'd be interesting to actually sing in English at some point. So I don't count what I've done in previous stage performances as singing. I consider it a comedic performance of vocalization. you agree with that one?
If that's what you consider it, then I would agree with you.
Okay.
But I also agree with the fact that yes, I would like to hear you actually sing something at some point.
Yeah.
At your tone.
My tone.
Not at the tone of whatever everyone else has it at, because they can't get their pitch that low.
Yeah. I can probably sing in several octaves below regular speech. Dutch metal vocalists are blessed slow, screaming and grunting our G's sound so satisfying. Ooh, I bet. So it just adds that little bit of aggression to the vocal. Because metal sounds aggressive anyway, but then sing metal in Dutch. Again, you could just be singing good morning, but sounds like you're ready to punch someone. Yeah, Lisa agrees with that statement. That gossip, I've lost it now. Gut. Guten Morgen and Sondersorgen. Yes. What's the second part of that? You got it. Yay! It's working. Practicing is working. It means good morning without worries. Ah. And it rhymes, which is quite nice. Rhymes in Dutch. That's pretty cool. Has that been used in lyrics? Is that kind of... That sounds like that would be put into a song lyric. Possibly an acoustic track. Very similar to Lion King, I suppose. Most of the time I hear that people are sarcastic. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of like saying good morning, what a fine day it is when it's very cold and raining and people are miserable.
When I tell someone no worries, a lot of the time I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Very sarcastic.
Yeah, it makes it hard when you want to say that phrase with any kind of genuine sincerity, because it's like, well, you hear it so often in a sarcastic manner that it no longer has a true meaning.
Well, I beg to differ. Mine's if I'm saying it like genuinely, the pitch of my voice is different.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true.
If I am genuinely saying no worries, I'm like, oh no, it's no worries. Don't worry about it. But if I am sarcastically saying no worries, it's like, oh yeah, no worries then.
Well, yeah, I suppose tone makes all the difference. I typically have problems with tone, like not listening to it. Sometimes kind of picking up a tone I struggle with sometimes, and projecting a tone. Like I have a tone in my head that I would like to project, and a meaning behind it, but then I don't always project that tone, and then go, well, actually I sounded sarcastic when I said that, but I was sincere, or I was trying to be sincere, well, I was being sarcastic and ended up being sincere, and I've actually tried to be kind of negative to someone, and they've taken it positively.
Yeah, yeah, that happens occasionally with me. I have obviously learnt very well how to make it extremely clear what I mean when I say something,
Hmm.
and how to make it extremely clear with the tone of my voice what I mean when I say something. Because I had to be extremely clear when I was younger.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I suppose you have to make sure everyone understands without doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee says, hard time hearing Nick's. Hi, Nick's. Sounds sarcastic most of the time. Even when I try to be nice, people think I'm a sarcastic. I also have a very sarcastic face. You got a
Oh yeah.
resting sarcasm face.
I
Even.
just have a resting bitch face. And I know it.
Not all the time. There's times where
Most of the time.
there's times you could be sat there and sort of look quite content. Let's see if what we can do here. Oh, yeah. Let's bring up the mixer. Volume mixer. Discord is all the way up.
Is it actually me?
Oh. That's far louder.
Yeah, my mic was a little bit too far away from me. I've moved it a lot closer.
Okay.
That's probably going to help a lot.
Let's just close a few of these windows. The mouse wants to behave. You can hear Nick's ravers now. Excellent.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're speaking quite softly, and if you were far away as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not used to trying to be heard anymore.
Yeah.
But then I'm not used to trying to be heard anyway.
Yeah, just shout from the rooftops. Make sure everyone knows. That you are speaking, need to be heard.
I just get to a point where I've been spoken to over so many times in a conversation that I stop for a moment, wait for whoever it is that's talking to finish their sentence, and then very loudly go, as I was saying, and bring it back round to what I was trying to say.
Yeah. You can go about those kind of things two ways. That you either kind of be assertive in the moment, which can come across aggressive, or yeah, you kind of almost like allow them to have that space, even though they took it without permission, to then go, okay, and now I'm taking that back now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit more diplomatic, I suppose, to say, well, you were rude about it, but I'm going to let you have that space for now, and I'm going to bring it back. Or you can, you go, well, you kind of interrupt yourself and then call out that it was rude and kind of push them down, which doesn't always get results, because you kind of then start causing conflict, and they might not have done it on purpose. They might have been enthusiastic, not realising they've cut someone off, but it also could be disrespectful on their part. They just didn't even consider you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's why I go for that mode of doing it, because I'm like, well, they might not have meant to.
Yeah.
And I'd prefer not to stop them in the middle of whatever they're talking about if they didn't mean to. Like, it's Um, yeah, it's hard being thrown off whatever it is you're talking about,
Yeah.
or having people constantly talk over you because you just don't feel heard at
Hmm.
all. But I just get to a point where I'm so sick of being spoken over and ignored when
Hmm.
there's a conversation going on that I wait for there to be a stop in a sentence and then
Yeah.
very loudly inform them that I was actually talking and that I was trying to talk.
Yeah, which I suppose in some ways shows them the respect they didn't give you, and kind of shows you up as a better communicator. Because you highlighted the issue that they spoke over you, but you didn't speak over them, and you afforded them the respect that you didn't get.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of showing that the error, well, showing up what the error was, given them respect, showing you off as a better person, and then still managed to pull the conversation back to your side. So yeah, it ends up being sort of, yeah, the more kind of I'm the better person scenario.
Yeah, but not even trying to make it like that.
No, but it's
More of a I don't like to interrupt people.
oh no, well it's not a nice thing to do intentionally anyway. Because yeah, it shows lack of respect because you're not interested in that person speaking because what you have to say has more importance than what they have to say at that point, despite you possibly feeling that you have something important to say. It's by jumping in, you're kind of saying, well, it's more important.
Yeah, which yeah, it's why obviously I waited at the weekend to say anything because I don't like to jump in. However, it probably would have been more important than the conversation that was happening in that moment.
Well, yeah, you say, well, quite literally, if the house is on fire, you go, well, I'm not going to barge in to someone having a quiet conversation to let them know that they're about to be burned to death. You kind of go, well, this, what I have to say is genuinely more important than what you are talking about, not because I have an opinion or I think there's something more interesting in what you have to say. It's not based on your thoughts, it's about, well, in that point, interrupting is more kind of urgency rather than
Yeah,
adding to the
urgency and
conversation.
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get your then trying to get your own point across. It's like, actually, I'm gonna have to interrupt you here, but we've got to leave now.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're discussing a subject or a point of conversation, then all opinions and thoughts are valid, and none of them take more priority than the other, which makes interrupting people extremely rude at that point. Unless, of course, yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure there's any instance where that would be considered not to be rude. If someone's having an input and you speak over them, I can understand sort of from a neurodivergent point that sort of that thought you might have there and then has to be expressed. Then sort of it can be frustrating if it doesn't get expressed, but then that can be still rude, even if unintentional.
Yeah, my issue is if my thought doesn't get expressed, I end up sitting on it and end up pulling the conversation back to a point where it was at 10 minutes ago, say, because I've not had a chance to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
And I can't move on until that thought is said.
Yeah.
And I often get sort of like, we've moved on from that ages ago, keep up sort of looks and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, if you even included me in anything.
Hmm.
Not included me. It's usually with my sisters.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't have to go back to the conversation you were having 10 minutes ago to put my point across.
Yeah. Those kind of things you can kind of throw a mild insult. Say, well, yeah, if you consider me as an equal person of the conversation, we wouldn't be doing this right now. So
Yeah.
that's on you.
It's always been the same with my sisters though.
Hmm.
Like conversations, walking together downtown or whatever. If we're walking together, I always end up being the one behind everyone else, and
Hmm.
they'll all be together, walking together, chatting or whatever, and just completely ignoring the fact that I exist.
Hmm. Yeah, those kind of things that, again, it might not be intentional, but then you can still call it out and go, well, just to make you aware of what's going on here. And it's fully within their control. To say otherwise is kind of making excuses.
Yeah.
And they say, well, you're falling behind, if that's your fault, or actually you're the one that's speeding ahead of me, so that's within your control to be aware that I'm falling behind and slowing down.
Yeah, and as well as like they'll stand side by side on a pavement, and I'm like, well, there's no space for me anymore. I have to fall behind.
Yeah.
Be able to stay on the pavement because I ain't walking in the middle of the road.
Oh no.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes they only invite me to things because they want me to be able to do things for them.
Well, that's sort of you can kind of call them on that a little bit, because they can invite you to something on the belief that they can ask you a question, you do it for them, and then you can flat out go, no, I can't do that actually. And then they're kind of stuck awkwardly having to interact with you and invite you and keep you along with something despite them not getting anything out of it. So that, as you come along, do you mind driving? Go, actually I can't. Sort of car's in for repair. Or it's car's playing up, or I've hurt my foot, and you just kind of come up with an excuse why you can't help them, and then they've got to still invite you without looking back then. And it kind of puts it back on them. If they generally don't have anything against it, then they go, oh, sorry to hear that. Well, we're glad to have you along anyway. We'll find another way that we can all go together.
Yeah, well, it's like I stopped reaching out
Mm.
to all of my sisters because I got tired of being the one that reached out first.
Yeah.
So I stopped reaching out, and I've not spoken to 3 of them since June. Which says something, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you shouldn't feel bad about anything by stopping doing that. And just because someone's family, you are not obligated to put that effort in. Obviously, it would be nice for people to put equal effort in, and sort of being family, it'd be nice that they've tried to put the same effort in that you have, but you're not obligated to continue that just because they're family.
Yeah.
No point, especially over, like, it happens a lot around Christmas time, that you kind of feel you have to be pleasant with members of the family because it's Christmas, but you don't have to. If you've always hated a person, there's nothing to say you have to be nice to them because it's Christmas. You don't have to all gather in the same room and pretend you've not had any issues for the past 12 months. It's up to you if you really want to, but you're not under any obligation to do so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know there's generally a lot of pressure in society that you must be nice because they're your sibling, they're your parents, they're your grandparents.
Yeah, but if they've not done anything to deserve you're being nice to them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they don't automatically get the best side of you just because they're family.
Yeah.
Like I've got, well, I've got a number of cousins, but Dark Fairy is the only one that I regularly kind of interact with, and not. I can't remember which order it goes in. I think it's not the next, because Dark Fairy is the youngest. And then there's another one, and there's one after that. So I interact with like the youngest and the third youngest, but the one between them deleted me off Facebook for whatever reason. Has started a new life.
Yeah.
So no interaction anymore, and sort of they're not obligated to continue to interact with me, but I have no idea. Well, I think it's the entire family she's kind of abandoned. It's kind of one of those. So okay, so again, sort of within her right, she has no obligation to stay in contact with any family member. But for someone you did interact with and kind of spent a good few times in your childhood interacting with each other, then it does feel a bit weird.
Yeah.
But as I said, no obligations. Back from Toothbrush, welcome back. Drama, yeah. Family being family. And I'm sure you can appreciate you're not obligated to be nice to your family just because they're family. If they're nice to you, fair enough. But being family does not excuse anything they may have said or done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I won't talk to one of them because of the way she acted towards me and the things she said.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to contemplate actually speaking to her unless I get a proper apology from her.
Well, yeah. So just
It'll
because
never happen.
just because you're related does not excuse anything they've said or done.
Yeah.
They are no different from any other person you may sort of know or interacted with. And sometimes it hurts a bit more because you think there should be some compassion between family members, but sometimes it can be the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, it really can.
But the old cliche is that sort of you can usually pick a better family than the family you're given.
Yeah.
And that's usually built out of mutual respect.
Yeah.
Which makes it a far better example of a family. Yay, wall clean. Yeah, you kind of hope that sort of everyone treats each other with a certain level of mutual respect, but it doesn't always come out that way, and you don't owe anyone anything special. It's still within everyone's interest to show a level of respect, kind of one up them, I suppose, in some ways. That I am better than you, but I'm not going to goad about it. I'm just going to use my actions to show actually I am a better person. But you're not going to get any preferential treatment. You're just going to be treated as neutral until otherwise.
Yeah.
I think there's only really a handful of people I would consider below the respect of a stranger, but they've earned those positions.
Yeah.
And I suppose the same way that sort of until an apology is given, you kind of don't really earn the respect back. And usually those kind of people, that their arrogance and self-importance get in the way of repairing any kind of relationships, and just hope it all goes back to how things were without them putting any effort in. Yeah, well, that was a long time ago, can't we just forget that? Unfortunately, like an elephant. I'm quite chunky and have a large trunk. Can't talk much in a raid, but listening. That's okie dokie. Enjoy your raid. Hope you get some good loot. Is that a bit too naughty to say that?
It might have been, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
pretty hilarious.
Yeah. At the end already, nice. No, I don't necessarily hold grudges, but I kind of see in some ways life like a video game, in the sense that you have like friendship meters, I suppose. You do. Nice to hear. Yeah, I see kind of life as like you have everyone's like a friendship meter above their head, and the more interactions, the nicer you are, the kind of generally the friendship meter goes up. No guarantee. Has to be stuff that's done for right reasons and with good intent. But equally, you can go into negative figures. But everyone starts off neutral, or at least with a little bit of friendship. But if you go into negative, it's going to take a bit to pull you back out of that. You're the same? Yeah. Yeah, generally I like to sort of show everyone a certain level of respect until they prove otherwise. Always see them as old school scales with a bad scale and a good scale. Ah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, they're perfectly balanced until they show themselves to be otherwise, and the good might outweigh bad. Might have more good. Might be a little bad, but the good outweighs it, or way too much bad. They need to do a lot to pull themselves back. Yeah, there's at least one person I know that I think they would like to pretend that sort of they've not done anything wrong. I think at the very least, then, in my mind, they're neutral now. Is that, well, they can't be the same friend they were. They might think, well, we were great friends. Why aren't we great friends now? Is that, or you're kind of starting off as a stranger again now? I can't just be pally. You must put in the legwork, become a friend. You just don't automatically carry on where you left off.
Mm.
Yeah, so to a certain degree, I think that way myself. Not to say anything I've done bad, but sort of, to a certain degree, like certain games, like friendship decays over time, like Stardew Valley, I suppose. If you haven't given a gift to someone for a while, you're not as high a friendship as you were. The problem is, in my mind, that friendship meter doesn't drop, but realistically it does. You've not spoken to someone for 10 years, you can't expect them to continue the same friendship you used to have. But then some people, it does work like that. But I don't ever become less of a friend, or someone doesn't become less of a friend to me because I've not spoken to them for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good example is Ollie's wedding. People I've not seen in years. In my mind, we could have seen each other last week.
Yeah.
But then those kind of people, we end up spending a lot of time together. It might be different people now, but at the core, not a lot has changed.
Yeah.
Still the same level of respect. But it's sort of one thing I have found, bumping into people I used to know quite well, is just kind of how much kind of masking and personality shifting I used to do. It just feels a bit weird because I don't have the same what's the word? I don't feel I have the same need to personality shift.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, I can remember old interactions with this person and they went this way, but I'm not doing that anymore. And I suppose in some ways that would make me seem like a completely different person to them, because the person they knew had a certain personality.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a shift to kind of match their energy.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that quite a lot.
I suppose it's kind of a knock-on from masking in general, is that, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to behave with this person, so I'm just going to behave like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do recall that certain friendship groups and certain friends, I shift personalities to match the general group.
Yeah.
Which always made it awkward when that ends up being around two groups at the same time, because it's like I can't keep both levels of energy up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fully authentic with either of them. Not for any particular deceit or anything, just I bring out certain elements for certain people and others for others. And certain people might not see that energy, but then they see me interact with others and go, oh, that's not the person I know. I'm not sure if it's just kind of maturing or whether I just don't have the energy to keep that up anymore. Or a bit of
Might be
both.
a little bit both.
Yeah. Barely have the energy to be one person, let alone many.
Mm.
Extra cleaning liquid in stock. I suppose in some ways it's quite refreshing not to put on a personality.
Yeah.
Well, not to feel you have to put on the personality. Still can do it. You still inject a certain the energy you want to inject and want to portray. Not because you feel that you need to fit a particular energy.
Yeah.
I find sort of like certain old Facebook posts that pop up from like 10 years ago and reading the statuses I used to write. So I can see I was trying to be a certain personality on Facebook for certain reasons. Like if I was advertising DJing, I'd be a certain personality. Like the high energy, enthusiastic, sort of everyone's friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
You saw my old blue mohawk on my Facebook. Yeah, I was really happy with that blue mohawk. Took ages. My friend, here's my friends Jess and Joe worked on that together, I think. Is the one I'm thinking of. I did do my mohawk myself a lot of the time. They did help me the one time. No, that was no. The blue mohawk I did myself. It got another couple of inches longer. Probably, yeah, about 5 or 6 centimeters longer than that, and it just become too long. And my friends had to. I sat on a chair. They had to kind of one hold it while the other one sprayed it with hairspray and then hair dried it. And that's for a New Year's Eve party. That picture should be on Facebook somewhere. But I had to duck to get through doorways because if I dip myself down, it was probably about this high. It was quite a tall mohawk. It didn't stay that way for the entire thing. Like the hairspray gave way. Epic. Double epic. Why is it coming post twice? Ah, eyeball. Oh, I know why it's coming through twice because it's restreams reposting to YouTube, and then my bot is reading off both YouTube and Twitch. So that's going to double up. Oh yeah, I've got to think about that. It's going to double up all the bot commands. I might have to tell it to ignore. I want to see if I can tell it to ignore restream. Yeah, I might have to do that. Tell it to ignore restream. Especially now it works with YouTube. I used to tell it every time restream put hearts in the chat, then it would assume it's Unix putting hearts in the chat. But now it works with YouTube. It can work directly from you putting hearts in the chat.
Yeah.
And that'll stop the double commands going off. No. He sat right behind me with his bum against my bum. Yeah, I've had some pretty cool mohawks in the past, and Technically the mohawk is still there. I never cut it off, it's just now a ponytail. And I've just grown the rest of the hair to try and match it. I've not done anything with my hair for a good long time now. You are back. Welcome back, Lisa.
Other than the very small trim,
Oh yes, very, very small trim.
literally just take it to the fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah, we needs to be trimmed back to a manageable length.
You can do it again. We'll do your fingertips again.
Yes. Especially as the sides are growing off out a bit more.
Yeah.
I did chop a little bit at the back, all the fluffy stuff at the back. Because I was tie my hair up into a ponytail and I just have 2 tufts of fluffy hair sticking out either side. So I've just kind of chopped the fluffy bits. That's kind of right at the back of my hair.
Right. I also, I've been thinking actually the last couple of days of cutting my hair back to the length it was when we first shaved it.
Okay.
And letting it grow out again. Because I quite enjoy having it this length at the moment.
So you wouldn't just have it trimmed back as it is?
No, I'd take it back to the length that it was when we first took it back.
Okay.
It wasn't massively short when we first took it back.
No. Yeah, I'm not fully decided what I want to do with my hair. I'm quite like having long hair. I've never had long hair prior to me currently having long hair. It's always been short. But it's kind of, I feel I need to be able to do something with the hair and not just have it exist on my head.
Yeah. It's sort of why I like having my hair short. Because short, it is pretty much there to exist on life.
Yeah, which is what my hair's always been. It's just kind of wake up, run my fingers through it, and just get on with the day.
Yeah. And I quite like that with my hair, because I'm like, especially at the moment, I struggle enough with self-care anyway. Having long hair is just going to be an issue for me.
Yeah. I get points where so I'll quite happily just cut it all off to save me the hassle.
Yeah.
But I'm persevering with it. But yeah, it does need a trim. Needs to be made a little bit healthier.
Yeah. But we can have a look at doing it at the weekend if we've got time.
Yeah, because we'll be going out in the evening for Christmas drinks.
Yeah. I kind of want to dye my hair again. But semi-permanent.
Yeah, because you don't really want to damage it if you can help it.
No, that was the issue with it last time. I did a permanent dye and damaged it. And it just, yeah, it wasn't great. It just sort of went straw-like.
Yeah.
Shaved all off. So yeah, if I can get away with not damaging it, then we'll go back to the semi-permanent. But I want like a bright colour for Christmas.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Not red.
No.
Red is an awful pigment to try and get out of hair.
Yeah. You can go green and put baubles on your head.
No.
Become
I
a
don't
Christmas
want to look
tree.
like a Grinch.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm thinking more blue or purple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can have a look at the weekend, see what colours are out there.
Yeah. I had wanted to go dark at one point,
Oh, right.
like really dark. At one point, I was going to dye my hair black.
Ooh, emo.
Pretty much. I don't think I'd mind doing that, to be honest. Dyeing my hair black. Or a very, very deep colour.
A very, very dark grey.
No.
No, okay.
Like a very, very dark blue, maybe.
I know, is it Schwarzkopf XL do that really dark blue colour?
Yeah. Or maybe even a deep red. Very, very, very dark red. So it's just got the slightest hint of red in it.
Okay.
Because that'd be cool.
Yeah. Is it just...
I've only experimented with the brighter colours.
Right. So just the drill tower now.
Yeah.
Let's bring the ladders over there.
We've got the
Oh, you got the scaffold.
scaffolding.
Okay, I'll still put the ladders here.
Yeah, it makes it easy, doesn't it?
Well, it's 10:05 already. That's why we didn't start until about 8:15.
Yeah.
Still, it's gone quick.
Yeah. It always does with this game, though. Sorry about that.
Having a drink.
I just had the tea boy come in.
Oh.
Ask if I want a cup of tea.
Oh, that's very nice.
It is. Mainly because he's going to make himself one. So
Oh, still,
might as well.
thought of
Yeah.
you.
It's very nice. He started making me a cup of tea pretty much every time he makes himself one now. So
That's good.
yeah.
And when does your Xbox Game Pass renew?
I think it's already renewed.
Oh, okay, so you're good for another month.
Yeah.
That's good. And keep playing this then.
Yeah.
I can see the water jets coming through the brick. Very slight clipping going on.
Yeah.
Cleaning Dutch is Skon Smekan Skonmaken Makan Skonmaken. Were you Horde or Alliance? Was mostly Horde. CH is also G. Score. Same, nice. I was having this discussion the other day actually, Jeffrey. I mostly had Horde characters. I had at least one Alliance character. Yeah, congratulations. You've been a chatty bunch today with 100 messages. So SG Skon Macon. Not sure how you pronounce that sound. Cleaning. The A is pronounced the same as the last A in the name Anna. Skon Makan. Yes. Yay. We'll get there. A fast learner. Oh, thank you. I definitely work well with applied rules. So like, give me a rule to work with, like, yeah, like A and Anna, and knowing sort of E's are like an A, but it's more of an ah sound, and knowing how that kind of works. And yeah, it's just thinking of the rules. I suppose it's like any language, you learn the language rule and then everything else seems to make sense. But yeah, just learning those rules. I'm really surprised that Damien is still lying behind me. He has no intention of moving. Which is part of the reason why I was slightly late to stream, is because he was lying exactly where I'm sat. I had no inkling of moving. I eventually got him to move of his own accord by kind of tricking him by thrusting his head and waiting for his rest of the body to move. Because naturally he will move until your hand is on his bum.
Yeah.
So if I scratch him around his head and his neck, he will move forward. And that's a very sly trick to get him to move, providing he's facing the right direction. The next tier. Have you got your tea?
I have my tea.
Nice. I shall make myself a warm drink after the stream. Yeah, my tonsils seem to be feeling better today.
Yeah.
It's still a very slight feeling of a swelling, but it doesn't hurt to swallow. I don't have any aches, but it just feels like there's a mild swelling there now.
Yeah.
So it's definitely on the mend. Can't afford to have any time off, as I'm the on-call sole IT support. My work phone's behind me, that's fine. Sole on-call IT support for the entire business until after Christmas. I was an MMO mood, and I've played both WoW and Final Fantasy 14 in the past. Nice. WoW for way longer, yeah. WoW sucks you in. So I really enjoyed WoW. The stories, the characters, the missions, everything. So kinda was more learning to that one. I leaned to that one. That's fair. Yeah, you go with what the nostalgia, I suppose, and the familiarity. Devs changed it so much it's not the game recognised. Oh, that's sad to hear. I know they've done that the classic WoW now, haven't they? Where you can go back and play back through. I'm not sure how far they moved. So they started going through the expansions again. They set up servers with the classic WoW and then started adding the DLC again. So people that never experienced it originally can experience it, because the game changes, like the world changes, everything. Because it's a progressive story. World-changing events. And people never got to do that. They got into WoW late. Is that, well, you never got to experience the world before the Cataclysm. And before all these kind of big things that happened. So beyond expectation, it became Final Fantasy 14. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been tempted to try out the classic WoW. But again, time, money. I'm quite happy playing things like Powerwash Simulator. I don't need to interact with anyone that I don't want to.
Yeah.
Completely free for the first 70 levels. Ooh. And play WoW up to level 70 for free. Or was that Final Fantasy? Oh, you can play everything from base game to the first 3 DLCs. Oh, nice. Final Fantasy, yeah. That's cool. Still, yeah. Playing an MMO for free these days is still a good bargain. But then they're hoping by the time you get to level 70 you're hooked and you want to progress further. But if you have the time to get to level 70, then it makes sense, I suppose. I don't think I could even get to level 70. You see how much I game. I'm always streaming when I'm gaming. And if I'm not streaming, it's usually something chilled, like a chilled co-op experience.
Yeah.
Just myself and Nix. At least we can share that on stream occasionally.
Yeah, but that's when we're not together.
Yeah.
When we are together, it's nice to just be able to snuggle up next to each other and play a game.
Oh yeah. Especially my projector on my ceiling.
Yeah.
Cool thing is just lie back and watch the ceiling. Also play RS. What's RS? RuneScape. I never played RuneScape. Did 44 levels today in Final Fantasy. Wow. Well, not wow. Final Fantasy. Yeah, never played RuneScape. I know a lot of people that have. It's just something that passed me by. I suppose MMOs were kind of like the original online community kind of things, where people can get together and make friends and sort of live this fun little life online. There's people you only ever know by their username, by their character. I remember my brother telling me that, because he specialised as an orc shaman, and he did a lot of PvP stuff. He was like he got the best gear, and he was fight in PvP arenas and take people on and win fairly consistently. He got quite a name for himself, like what his character did at least. And yeah, people would recognise him. He'd be running along doing quests and go, "Oh, hey, you're that guy." Sort of. You go, "What do you mean?" So, yeah, you're the guy that keeps winning all the tournaments. You're awesome. Oh, thank you. Well, like people that have also played on that server, but never knew that it was him, but know him in real life, and go, "Well, oh, I didn't realise you're that character, aren't you?" Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I've heard of you. So you end up becoming quite notorious for being this powerful orc shaman. I ended up playing. My first character I made on WoW was an undead warrior, because I just liked the fact of this punk-like skeleton with swords. Had quite an appeal to me. Same, you're same. Yeah, my exactly the same. Yeah, I had a mohawk on my undead warrior, and I used to do the emote where he just kind of does this, head bangs and throws the horns. Yeah, I enjoyed playing that character, but then I ended up going for a troll. It was a troll hunter, so I had myself a pet. And I played him for a while. I liked the warrior class. Later, my main after Cataclysm expansion was a goblin warrior. Ooh, nice. Don't think have I. Not sure if I ever played a goblin. Yeah, I played a undead warrior, a troll hunter. I did make a Death Knight character just to see what they're like. Didn't really play too far with him. I think I made a Worgen just to see what they were like. I did make a dwarf, but I might be right back, okie dokie. Yeah, I did make a dwarf, I think, for the Alliance side. Oh, I think he's finally moving. Yeah, be right back. Just going to let the cat out. Gonna log off Final Fantasy 2, okie dokie. Right, cat has now been let out. He took a pretty long stint though. He was sleeping there for a while.
Yeah.
But I do have the well, he wasn't even sleeping on the throw. So the throw's on my bed, but I wasn't sleeping on that. Only alliance I did was one of those werewolf things from Cataclysm, which, in my opinion, was always a bit weird as the alliance race. Yeah, the alliance seemed like generally people that would shun Worgens. I think they were Worgens, the werewolves, because they've kind of shunned every other monster type race. But they're perfectly fine with Worgens. Maybe because they were human, I suppose. Yeah, so yeah, how the Death Knight, I can't remember what the Death Knight was. Was it human Death Knight? Didn't have too many characters. So I was very fond of the characters I did have. But I made a few like, just to see what they're like and just never really progressed with them. Still have my account, but as I'm not subscribed, I can't log in to the actual game. I noticed Blizzard have made a new authenticator app for logging into your Battle.net account. So I've loaded that up so I can still access it. So I use my Battle.net account to log into, well, I used to use it to log into Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch for ages. I wouldn't mind logging into WoW at some point again, just for nostalgia, but not to put too much time into it. I should hopefully be able to finish this tower before it gets too late. I've washed 2 sides of the outer part of it. Working my way up the 3rd side. Right, let's move these scaffoldings into here. Can you rotate the scaffolding?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Bumper buttons.
Ah, yes, that's going to make life a bit easier. Ooh. So list of what's remaining. Tower Warframes 2, that must be on the final site. Oh. Percentage on that piece must have been so low because there's still a load of dirt on it.
Yeah.
Oh, how did you get there?
I was on the top and just jumped
You didn't come from the bottom.
No. Hold on. I'm going to make this even easier for us.
Okay.
You're going to need to come off it.
Okay.
Won't let me move it while you're on it.
Whee. Oh, we got to rotate it round.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's why you're the smart one.
That way we're not battling with the frame.
Is this crossplay? Just looked it up. At least not between PC and PS5. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, it's Xbox crossplay because we're playing it on Xbox Game Pass for PC. So that would be crossplay for other Xboxes. It's yeah, it's a shame it's not on cross PS5. What was that other game about cleaning you did? Oh, the Viscera cleanup detail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you're cleaning up after a disaster scene. So you got all the blood and guts and remains of whatever happened. The Viscera cleanup detail. There's at least 3 different DLCs for it as well. And that's quite fun because it's kind of like a silly. What happens after there's been a massive disaster? Someone's got to go and clean it up. About aliens, yes. So there's aliens, like alien invasions and stuff, and they massacre a few humans and they kill the aliens, and there's remains of both. You just have to go in there and dispose of the hazardous waste. Mop up all the blood. Drill tower wall. Where's that then?
Oh, it's this one round here.
Okay. You need the
Yeah, gonna need that. Actually, hold on.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I put it the wrong way around.
But it's okay, because I just need to get up to the top. And balance, basically. And take it like this. And
Yay! Awesome.
They're all done.
Yeah. So we'll do some more Powerwash Simulator another time.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if we can get you all the way through the story.
Yep.
And upgraded to the highest pressure washer with all of the different attachments.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to drop out then.
There you go. You dropped off.
I'm dropping out of the game.
Okay. I'll speak to you shortly.
Yeah, I'll speak to you shortly.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
Bye. I like how the replay doesn't include the scaffolding. It's quite fun. See people floating around. Cool. I enjoyed that. We'll do some more Powerwash Simulator another time. Options for next time are going to be Grandpa Miller's car, SUV, or the fire truck. So we've got vehicles. So they shouldn't be taking too long. So we should at least get a couple of vehicles done next time. Switch over to the camera. Boom. Right, so a little bit later than I was planning to play, but we got another level finished. It was a lot of fun. We had our kitty friend for most of that, even if he was asleep. But yeah, epic. Thank you. The stream was epic. Thank you for joining me. Glad you enjoyed it. This Friday should be... Oh, no stream this Friday. This Friday I'm going to a comedy show. So, no stream on Friday. Yes, the next stream will be Monday. So, hope you can tune in for that. Learn some Dutch, I did. Say goodnight to Nix, I will do. Have fun, thank you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good weekend. And I shall see you all on Monday. Thank you all for joining. Whether you liked, followed, subscribed, or just hung out and chatted, you're awesome. Have a good night, you too. I'll see you then. Good night.